My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at Przemyslowice.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened?
The men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord.
Greetings, lad.
The bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries. They also attacked Merhoyed, and that's a much more serious matter.
Merhoyed? Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in Przemyslowice. Bastards were probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. The villagers held them off, and they even took 1 captive. He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master Tobias. Unlike Bernard, you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry. Tell me, how many groschen did we find in Przemyslowice?
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a what you call them. I want to know what they're facking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Master Tobias? This here...
is just a pile of copper.
Kurva! Fuck!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some... worth.
Kurva! Fuck!
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master Tobias?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry, several craftsmen, and a source of material.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again, the silver mines are nearby, and these groschen seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Dopredel.
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
I doubt it, sir. Merhoyed wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to Merhoyed and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you. All of us. Come report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
What's happened?
Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by them brigands.
Plague?
Indeed so. Something's...
Who attacked you?
I don't know. Some bandits. Ever since Skullet's was raised, they've been marauding the whole province.
Did you put up a fight?
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shouting to the hills, he handed everyone a pitchfork or a flail, and we ambushed the bastards.
Good on you. How did it turn out?
We gave them what for until they turned tail and ran. But they cut up young Straw, something awful. He didn't live to see morning.
Who are Melikar and Straw?
That's right, you're not from around here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was down to Smill from the Neuhoff stud. But they killed him that time they raided the place. And young Straw is the son of Andrew, a local woodcutter. Or was, I should say. The bandits saw to that. His old man isn't taking it well.
Where will I find...
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of...
Tell me more about this plague.
Worse than you can imagine. The whole stud. Livestock, sheep, chickens.
I'm sorry to hear... I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a...
Matthias. The brigands got him. Poor lad.
I heard the bandits did...
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one. He's tied up now and...
Thanks.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes.
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
Yeah, something like that. But that's not important right now.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a job. Lots of our old neighbors have been reduced to begging. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn! Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melikar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melikar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melikar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that bandit. What happens after is no skin off my nose.
Good luck, then.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid. The horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melikar and Straw have sick ones at home.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about Old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
It's normal to grieve, though.
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
What's Melikar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they pick...
Thank God you had someone here.
Aye.
Tell me about the...
What do you want to...
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that?
Henry, envoy of Saradze Kobala. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Saradzig won't help us with that, any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Saradzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
Very well. I'll go...
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then...
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself?
Very well. I'll make...
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't stay too long and...
That I can promise...
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. You've taken my son. But you shan't take my...
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other...
I don't have time to explain everything to you.
So you don't have the time...
Fuck!
Leave me be. Leave me be. Leave me be. Don't speak to me.
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague?
My name is Henry.
It's long past time. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted you.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak.
Tell me first. I need to go around other infected houses too. But then I'll be back.
Thank you. But my husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with...
Thank you.
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
God bless you, boy. It's about time.
I need to know exactly what...
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever.
Is there anything...
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit...
You have my thanks.
Wait a minute, will you?
So tell me...
I need to write my will.
I might...
Excellent.
Yes?
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, grandson of Vincent of Mehoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh, at this time the cobbler in Yanovitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elia, the
layabout and good for nothing, inherit a single groschen. All customs and traditions aside. Yes. And then write, the executor of my last...
Anything?
This will was written down by...
Henry.
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring, so...
Yeah, can he...
Your son Elijah.
Christ almighty. Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. He was to be married. Last we heard he was some jackhand in Sasso. Boozing, playing...
Where can I...
Well, where do you think?
All right.
Yes. Go now. Go before you catch the...
Brother. Dearest brother.
Yes,
Everyone is nearly here. Wait. You're not my brother?
Brother, don't you recognize me? I was gone for a long time. I've come...
Yes. I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty.
Will you please tell me...
Certainly. My husband had the...
Anything else?
He had great pains in it.
Thank you.
But I need more for them.
We can supply you with a few more blankets, but not many.
Look at them. Look at the state they're in.
I know the wounded need...
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too.
Not right now.
Matthias? My God.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh, God. How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. I thought maybe someone here might know.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, he may know how to deal.
Very well.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka. Some kind of disease. Johanka said that you might be able to...
A disease, you say?
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you...
I can't say at this point. Tell me, has the...
No, I mean, not yet. Several households...
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off.
That is most What are we to do about... Do you know the symptom?
Yes, more...
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic...
Yes, I can.
Excellent.
So, where shall we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract. The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarum de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian has translated. Study the breviary carefully and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and...
Farewell.
I think I have...
Yes?
I think it's time...
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. We shall have to...
I could help with...
Really?
Yes.
An ordinary fellow who knows the art...
I'll get started.
I, meanwhile...
Merhoyed.
Oh, yes, Merhoyed. I'll take your hand...
Thank you, brother. Good luck, brother.
And to you.
I can't stay here. Please, help me.
I can't. I just can't.
Please. I can't stay here. Please.
Quiet!
So, here I am.
It doesn't look good at all, my boy.
Yes, here it is.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible...
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help and...
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I found that...
I brought some help, as promised.
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you've really...
Whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen. It'll take...
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot to us.
Don't fret about that, Melikar. A thing like...
Hannah.
So?
Now open up that May the Lord watch over you.
Lord, what are you punishing me for? Oh, let me sleep.
Now let's wait and see what happens.
You're back?
Of course.
I don't doubt that. Did you deliver my...
No.
Then be quicker. A man on his deathbed.
Don't worry. I brought a drink this regularly.
A remedy.
You're back?
Yes, and I have something to make you well again.
Good luck.
Drink this and give it to everyone.
Thank you. Good Samaritan.
Brother, is that...
Yes, the sled.
Is this...
It is. Drink some. May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The Chief Engineer? Is it about Scala?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well...
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, you'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him?
Where? Now that's a good... He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein, unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around.
Well, thank you.
Good luck.
I've returned.
How does it look there?
I found a letter that might explain...
What about the captive?
He was infected.
I see.
No. But even... It seems that bandit was a messenger. He was...
That's interesting.
Take a look for yourself, sir.
The names of the sender and recipient aren't written there, just the initials. Seems to have some quarrel between them. This S person is threatening to finish with counterfeiting. Apparently, there's some German knight on the trail of the merchant Menhart. At the time the letter was written, the knight was in the town.
That sounds like a promising...
You go to Sasso and find out what you can about this foreign knight. If he really is following Menhart, then he must know more than we do.
Very well, sir.
Don't go yet. There's something... Take care.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.